I talk a lot to musicians who are saying, yeah, my music is kind of special and I don't really know who my target audience is. It's also a way to discover who's interested and how to find similar people with the similar interests and then try and get the message out there to them. It's understanding your listener.
Absolutely. And coming back to your other question, do record labels like what it is we do? You have to understand that many artists over the years became kind of like tired of the traditional record label. Yeah. So most well-known artists started their own record label. Yes. But they are still, the way I look at it, a do-it-yourself record label. Yeah. So for these record labels, we literally provide a wonderful platform as well, where they can take care of the logistics, they can take care of the promotion. So Playtracks at that point literally becomes their record label organization. Yeah. So we see this happening more and more, that artists who are now registered on our platform are making use of what we call the label subscription. There they can add a multitude of artists, but very important, once again, make sure that every artist do get what it is they deserve, meaning all of it, or whatever has been agreed upon. Yeah, and that's highly transparent, once again, highly transparent.
Yeah. And Anjo, I was wondering, so you now offer this solution. You started. You have excitement, but there's a lot there's a lot of issues when it comes to ownership of music. How do you track and trace that? Because you have copycats, you have illegal recordings. Yeah. I can claim that this song is mine. How do you deal with that?
Well, first,
did you find a solution?
Yeah, we didn't want to go into developing a, let's say, fingerprinting app. There's already plenty out there.
Yeah. I'm going to explain a little bit what that means. It's when you it's like how you would call it, like a machine. It listens to your music and then it gives it a unique fingerprint that is really dissecting what it is, and that is unique.
Correct. And that is exactly what we go through. So on the one hand, we are dealing with that music distribution. Once you go into that process, we make use of tools out there who check for whether it's legit, whether somebody is, between quotes, misusing samples. Yeah, that's a total different discussion. What is allowed, what is not allowed, but it is important. The original copyright, of course, that is important. So that process is being checked upon the moment the music is being delivered. Yeah, that's very important. But now, once you are in that stage that your music is being played out there, there's another thing. A lot of people don't even keep track of all the codes, such as the UPC, the unique product code, the identifier of the music, but also the ISRC, the International Standard Recording Code. And there's one more, the IPN, which is mostly used in publishing situations, mechanical rights. All that data we present in that artist dashboard. So essentially, you can also use this platform as a aggregated view on all that data, really understanding what is going on with your music, not only on title, but also based on these codes. And that way, you will be, in a much better position to claim your, the way I say it, revenue. Because we are talking about...
Because it is still the case, because it is still the case that as an artist, you sign up to, in the Netherlands, it's Buma Stemra, you have Sabam, to these artist collective, I call it, I don't know the real English term for it, who collect the money for when music is aired on TV, aired on
Yes.
radio, and who make big deals with, who are supposed to make big deals with Spotify and represent
Yeah.
the artists. They are actually then at the end of the year making a statement saying this is where your music has been aired and this is what you earn. You have the whole point system. Classical music is more worth than pop music. And a nice anecdote is that one of the musicians I know, he always uses Christmas is coming as the title because he knows he will get more.
That's what's happening, because all the money not being claimed is poured out over a multitude of artists. Yeah, there's wonderful examples out there. There's this one mechanical rights organization in the US, and I believe they collect something like 400 million a quarter. That's serious money. And only half of that is being claimed by artists. So the question always is, what's happening to the other 200 million? Yeah. One of our advisors used to be head of Carlin Music. Yeah. He's a dinosaur, having dealt with the likes of Elvis Presley and many other wonderful artists. And then if you see how that whole process works, who's claiming what, and what money is being left, yeah, and how that money is being spent, well, I can tell you one thing: 9 out of 10 times it's not being spent on artists. Yeah. So in a way, if you read stories, and I'm going to be very impartial here, if you read stories on the internet about how tough and unfair this industry is, I can only say yes, there is a lot of mishaps happening in this industry, definitely.
Yeah. Can you understand why some musicians, even though if you make it very straightforward, are giving up and don't want to change?
Yeah, I understand that. It's a very sad story. If you get 0.0047 cents per stream, and you have spent, let's say, weeks on creating that masterpiece, and in the end of the day, nobody listens to it. I mean, you have to understand that on an average day, there's about 40,000 songs being uploaded. 40,000. So how the heck are you going to stand out? Yeah. And I always believe that if you are serious about what it is you're doing, you should get the most out of it. Yeah. What was that dance monkey dance? Yeah, a great example. That young girl was being found on the streets. She was a street artist. Yeah, a busker for that matter. And she was lucky, yeah, to being picked up and eventually made money out of it. But assume she did it by herself and she wasn't being picked up and promoted. That song would have been lost, and she probably would have had 100 streams. So much for a great hit, right? Yeah. So yeah, I can imagine people give up. I can imagine.